Uh, am I supposed to find someone here? Uh-oh. Did the quest glitch or something? Horse? Oh, you know what? Where's the... Let me go find the lady that was on the road. Talk to her, and that should help me. What happened? Oh, I got right notifications. I don't need to know. I already know I got the his fancy head, helmet, whatever. Oh, hello everyone. I'm your host, Boss Zombie. Welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online Gold Road. I can't find the quest starter over there, so I'm just gonna assume she's over here somewhere. Right, she was on the road. And I turned down her quest last time I was here. Oh, here she is. Okay.
If you have a weapon, I need a hand.
I'm assuming she's also supposed to be over there. Wait, you replaced the other lady.
Good. You came. After
There was
we
a different
finished
lady
at
here
Hope
before.
Root, I raced to Feldegard Keep to warn them about the report we found. But as you can hear, the battle already rages on. If only we'd found that recollection report earlier.
The keep is under attack?
Daedric forces seek to overwhelm the Legion cohort defending the keep. The Legionaries here are capable, but there's something about this attack. We can't let the keep fall. I need to get inside and help them.
What's so important about this keep?
In addition to defending the major roads to the north and east, its proximity to the devastated area and the new forest make it integral to the protection of the Weald Heartland. What say you? Care to take a Legion commission and help me end this?
Yeah, sure.
We need to take stock of the situation before we head inside. Stumbling into a fight blindly never ends well. There's an overlook east of the keep. Locals usually run a small market there. We can get a good view of the keep from that location.
The report we found in Hope Root. Tell me about it.
It was a reconnaissance report to the recollection leaders. Contained all kinds of information about Feldegard Keep. The kind of information you collect before launching an attack. I assumed I'd find recollection forces here, but they send Daedra.
What do you know about the attacking forces?
I did a little scouting before you arrived and immediately ran into a squadron of Daedra. Shardborn Dremora from the looks of it, but other Daedra as well. Now I want to head to the Overlook and get a better view of the current situation.
Tell me about Feldegard Keep.
The Legion built the keep late in the First Era as part of Riemann Cyrodiil's initial Imperial expansion. It's seen quite a few battles over the centuries. Now we use it to protect the trade roads and to keep an eye on the new forest.
Okay. The Marketplace Overlook. This is a place? I didn't even... I guess I haven't really gone near this building. Why would I? Okay, it doesn't look like it's in great shape, if I'm being totally honest. I'm gonna land right next to that guy. Yep. Oh, she's with me. Oh, there are actually people fighting back. What are we doing?
Damn, they breached the wall.
Oh, they sure
Let's
did.
talk strategy, comrade. Damn. The Daedra have surrounded the keep and breached the fort's outer wall. The situation is worse than I thought. We need to get in there and help them.
Any idea how to get how we get inside?
The Legionaries barricaded the area past the breach. Can't go through there. There's a side entrance to the southwest. It's obscured by overgrowth, so there's a good chance it hasn't been noticed. We'll try that way. Then we find Commander Marion.
Who's Commander Marion?
Marion commands the troops stationed at Feldegard. He's stubborn, but has an excellent tactical mind. He'll know exactly how we can help once we get in there.
Okay.
The door is recessed between a gap in some rocks. I wouldn't call it a hidden entrance, but it's easy to miss if you don't know about it. I'll point it out. Once inside, we'll find Commander Marion. He'll tell us how we can help.
Tell me about Commander Marion.
Tough as forged iron and sharp as a rapier. I've seen him devise amazing strategies and accomplish seemingly impossible tactics. He loves Calovia and will defend it with everything he's got. With him in charge, those Daedra are in for a fight.
Okay. Oh. Right down there. In addition to defending the major roads of the north and east, Feldergard Keep's proximity to the devastated area in the New Forest makes it integral, and that's all I got.
Stay alert while we look for Commander Marion.
Commander, they're climbing over the walls! We can't...
Tribune, praise the gods, we can use your help.
He's up on the wall. How can we help, Commander?
We're just gonna yell from here?
Stendarr's blood, it's good to see you. We need all the swords we can get, and anyone traveling with Tribune Alea is always welcome in a fight. Those Daedra are pummeling us. I need something done to hold them back.
What do you have in mind?
The most immediate threat is that they are slipping in all over the keep. I need to contain them in one spot if I'm going to bring my forces to bear. If we slow their progress and cut off their entry points, they'll regroup at the breach in the wall.
What do you want us to do?
Since my soldiers are up to their ears in Daedra, you're gonna slow down the assault. Go around the keep and reset some traps that we planted. As you do that, burn the ropes those Daedra are using to climb over the walls.
Okay.
You'll have to cut down an enemy or two, no question. But your primary objective is to reset those traps and burn those ropes. My legionaries can handle the rest. After that, meet me in the main courtyard. If you have questions, make them quick.
Tell me about the attackers.
They are Daedra. They look funny, smell weird, and don't give a damn about dying. Call themselves Shardborn, but otherwise haven't made any demands. They want my keep. I'll bring every stone here down upon their heads before I let that happen.
How will resetting traps and burning ropes help?
We need to cut off their access points and slow down their advance through the keep. Since they're using ropes to scale the walls, burning them is essential, and the traps should slow them down. With any luck, they'll regroup at the breach.
Tell me about... okay. Seems easy enough. Really? These are the traps for resetting? Just little bear traps?
That'll stop any Daedra, if they have legs.
I like the crystal jacks. They're such a cool idea to make a dragonfly dangerous.
Careful. You need
The only
those
thing that
hands
could have
to
been
fight.
cooler would be like, oh, there's traps over there. If they like made, well, actually butterflies would have been a cool idea if they were like
Didn't
glass
even know
butterflies.
Daedra could climb ropes.
That could have been cool. Actually, glass butterflies would have made more
I
sense.
hope this makes them mad.
They had to make new animations for the dragonflies to attack, so they could have done... it doesn't matter. The end result's almost the same. I'm just thinking out loud.
That's all of the traps. I hope they hurt.
I mean, they're pretty simple bear traps. I don't think it would be more than an inconvenience for most
That's all the
Daedra.
ropes I can see. Good work. Commander, the ballista's destroyed. They'll breach the courtyard soon.
Blasted clever Daedra. Meet me in the courtyard.
Let's go.
Let the legionaries handle the Daedra. We need to reach the commander.
We just passed him. Oh,
We'll
nice.
guard this passage and
The
fend
courtyard
off
is
any
through those
Daedra.
doors.
Wow, it's weird to see NPCs actually doing something. Hey, I got that tapestry. It was an antiquity.
Tribune, get that ballista in working order. Mercenary, you get the fun part.
The fun part? Oh, I didn't actually see your neat goatee until now.
We thought those barricades would hold longer. Those blasted Daedra broke through when our backs were turned and damaged our last ballista. My legionaries set up another barricade, but it may not last for long. That's where you come in, mercenary.
Tell me what you're thinking, Commander.
If the Daedra can't get close to the barricade, they can't knock it down. So we'll set it on fire. My legionaries already brought up oil. I need you to pour it over the barricade. Soak it well, then come back here.
What happens then?
Tribune Alea will repair the ballista while you douse the barricade in oil. Once it's ready, launch a flaming bolt into the oil and set it ablaze. That should hold their advance and create a kill zone. After that, use the ballista at will.
Oil barricade. Set barricade on fire. Launch ballista bolts on Daedra. Got it.
I gave you an order, mercenary. Get to it. Grab that oil that's behind you first. I'll walk you through everything else.
Are you sure this plan will work?
No plan is ever certain. And we don't have time for maybes and whatabouts. I didn't become a commander in the Imperial Legion by second-guessing myself, and I won't be questioned by a hired mercenary. Now get to it.
Oh.
Grab that bucket of oil
It's
first.
so interesting. Usually when you get treated as a mercenary in these games, like all the Elder Scrolls stuff, they're like still respectful of you, but for a guy to actually treat you like mercenary scum that's hiring you, it's interesting. Oh, they actually added an oil texture. Reminds me of Rusty Bucket Bay.
Tribune, take look out. Mercenary, finish repairing the ballista. The parts are by the back wall.
Okay.
Commander, I see 2 legionaries trapped outside the barricade.
That did it. Now arm that ballista, target the oil, and set it ablaze.
Did I not have to rescue the 2?
That should hold them back. Now crush those Daedra.
Ooh, fun. This is just like the thing in Imperial City quest. Something's supposed to be happening? Oh, there we go.
No! We lost the legionary.
I can't even see what I'm supposed to be doing. It's like too zoomed out. Okay.
Nice targeting, mercenary. Get ready for the next wave.
This isn't as fun as the one in the Imperial City. It's a lot of waiting.
We lost the legionary. There's too many Daedra.
Okay. This
Keep
is
it up.
actually
I see
relatively
another wave
dull.
approaching.
It feels like it's supposed to be rendering further so I could see them kind of running up, but I maybe console limitation? Ooh, big ones.
That's it for the ballista. Tribune, look sharp.
Oh.
Daedra emerging through the north door. With me, comrade.
What is it? The big ones are called shattered shards, I think? Or is that the ones that are like a lot of body
Find out where
parts?
they're coming from.
Comrade, you're with me.
Okay.
We crushed the Daedra's frontal assault and stopped them from getting past the barricade. But the ones who emerged from the barracks, where did they come from?
What's this part of the keep used for?
Living quarters. The barracks extend beneath the keep, and a dungeon is below that. I'm not sure how the Daedra could get in down there, but we should take a look. There's one more curious thing about this assault. Where's the Daedric commander?
The commander?
This attack is much too coordinated to not have a leader. Find the commander, and maybe we can sever the head of this army. Let's search the barracks for another breach. And keep watch for any Daedra that looks to be in charge.
Okay. Oh, I was going to say this in the last episode with the Dawnwood stuff. Since Athalia's whole thing is like
How are the barracks crawling with Daedra?
realities that can be, or she can make realities, like change the path of fate and all that, is the Dawnwood actually from like a different reality, and that's why there's such a weird like line of this demarcation
Ballista storage.
at the edge of it?
See that lift? It brings them
Like it's
up
an
into the
encroachment from
courtyard.
another reality altogether? Like in another reality. Ooh, I really peaked the mic there. But in another reality, that part was never Cyrodiil. It was always, it became a
We're near the armory.
big part
Let's
of
hope they haven't
Valenwood
found it.
instead. Or it was just part of Valenwood. So maybe in that ritual they were doing is just summoning that from another reality? That'd be kind of a cool concept. Because we've seen that before, like Xander's story quest was like that, or like the paths
armory's
that could have
just
been
through
and all
those
that.
doors. Be ready for anything. That must be their commander. Keep low.
Go! Take your forces and capture
Oh,
the
Vargas
keep.
again.
I will gather reinforcements in Miramore.
As you command, Shard Marshal Vargas.
We need to talk, comrade. I wondered when Shard Marshal Vargas would turn up again. I still owe her for Rustwall. And she has a new sword. Did you see how it opened a portal? Brought in reinforcements from
Boethiah's blade.
someplace she called Miramore. We need to take that blade.
Any ideas how to do that?
Usually I'd leap the railing and rush into battle, but who knows what else that blade can do. I'd rather not be turned into a mud crab or something. Let's split up. If we attack her from two sides, we'll split her focus. Then we can take her down.
Okay, which way should I go?
Go around the side to that gateway across from here. I'll distract the commander, then you attack and grab the blade. It's important we do this before she opens another portal. If reinforcements come through, we'll have a bigger fight on our hands.
Okay.
I could still leap this railing and rush her if you think that would work. No, let's stick with the plan I outlined. Once you're in position at the gateway, I'll distract the Shard Marshal. Let's do this.
Any idea what Miramore is?
Some Oblivion plane? Look, I know as much about Daedra as I do Magecraft, which is absolutely nothing. But I've heard these Shardborn mention the place. Maybe that's where they come from.
I hope we get to go see it.
We can ask her all about it after we take that blade.
Place that's all glassy. I'm assuming this way?
She opened a portal. I'm leaping down. I'll tackle her in. Follow us.
An attack? You dare!
Oh, cool. Okay, we get to see Miramore. Oh, it looks like Fargrave.
Give me that blade, Vargas.
Take Abolish her if you can, mortal.
Oh, it's Abolisher, yeah.
No! Kill them, my Shardborn! Recover Abolisher! The Shardborn are endless, mortal!
Yeah, it looks a lot like Fargrave.
More! I need more warriors!
Well, actually, isn't that the thing? Is Fargrave is the realm of a defeated prince? Isn't that the
She
thing?
called the
Or no,
blade
that's the place in
It's all yours, comrade.
the Deadlands.
Abolisher will be mine again, mortals. We shall definitely meet again.
I already had this though. Where is it? Yeah, I got that memento for the group dungeon stuff. Hold on, I want to take a good look at the view. I mean, it really looks a lot like Fargrave. It's even the same architecture. Huh. That has some implications. Oh, we're not going to see... Well, I'm sure we'll see more of this place. This is just a sneak peek of things to come.
Perhaps I'll ask about the portal later. Right now, I want to know if the keep is secure.
You give the report, comrade.
The battle out here appears to be over, except for a few straggling Daedra. Are we in the clear? What did you find in the barracks? And how did you wind up emerging from a portal?
The Daedra were using portals to bring under the keep to bring in reinforcements. The path has been closed.
Portals under the keep. That's an unexpected tactic. But I'm glad you and the Tribune took care of it. Without reinforcements, the remaining Daedra shouldn't pose too much of a problem for my legionaries.
So Felidar Keep is safe now?
As safe as can be expected. We are a military installation, after all. We'll wipe out the remaining Daedra, then begin rebuilding the keep. I expect Tribune Alea will want a final word or two with you before you go.
You think the Daedra will attack the keep again?
After this beating, who can say? Daedra don't behave in any rational way that I ever noticed. But we'll shore up the barricades, rebuild the wall. And there's always my tried and true methods. Fire and traps. Always go with proven tactics, I say.
I say.
You didn't hesitate to leap through the portal after me. You do this sort of thing pretty regularly, don't you? Shard Marshal Vargas got away, though. That's on me. I swear I'll get her next time. But that place... the sky looked like cracked glass.
I heard Shard Marshal Vargas call it Mirrormore.
Mirrormore. What a desolate place. Do the Shardborn come from there? Maybe Baragon or Laramil can tell us more. We should also have them examine the blade. What did Vargas call it? Abolisher. Would it be alright if I took the sword to them?
Sure.
I'll help bury the dead
Repair
and then
kits?
take
Yucky.
Abolisher to Skingrad. Maybe Laramil or Baragon can make sense of it. I want you to know I appreciate your help here, comrade. Take this and consider your commission with the Legion over. For now. Let's keep news about Abolisher between us until we're back in Skingrad. I don't want thieves or Recollection agents to get any ideas while I'm traveling. Return to Baragon's townhouse as soon as you can. I have a feeling this is far from over.
Tell me about the feeling.
A sense that things are going to get worse before they get better. Recollection cultists prowling the region, Daedra boldly attacking the keep, magical blades that open portals as easily as I can open a door. Something bigger is coming. I know it.
So since the quest is called Relics of the Princes, Abolisher was one of those three. Wasn't one like a lantern or something? Are we just going to be getting all three of those from the prologue quests? Is that what it's going to come to? That could be fun. I don't remember what they were. I think it was the sword, a lantern. I don't remember what the third thing was. But I imagine we're going to get another one at the Outcast Inn. Huh, that's a barrier.
Come, Proxy. Things here are more dire than I suspected.
Huh. Weird.
I am glad you are here, Proxy. Threads of fate tangle around the Outcast Inn in an ever-expanding knot, fraying the bonds of cause and effect with each bend and twist. Should they snap, the results would be catastrophic.
What's causing these tangles?
I cannot discern its origin. Hermaeus Mora gifted me an ability to perceive the threads of fate. This tangle painfully overwhelms that very gift whenever I try to approach the inn. Someone without such sight must act as my agent, namely you.
What do you want me to do?
Pass through this tangle and enter the inn. Find the source of this disturbance. Stop it however you can. I cannot assist you in this. You shall stand alone against a force that tangles fate and unravels reality. Succeed and you shall be rewarded.
Okay.
If we allow the tangle and fate to persist, our localized reality could collapse. In short, we would all cease to exist. Enter the inn while I research this phenomenon. And hurry, Proxy. Even at this distance, the disturbance causes me great pain.
What drew you here, Laramil?
I sensed the disturbance as I conducted my own investigations. When I heard you had also seen a memory of Athelia associated with this place, I knew we had to learn more. Unfortunately, my ability to sense the disturbance also holds me at bay.
What can you tell me about this inn?
As I understand it, the Outcast Inn was an unremarkable establishment prior to this. In Skingrad, I learned that a new owner purchased it recently and had started to make repairs. I know little else. Perhaps anyone you find inside can tell you more.
Tell me more about the threat you perceive.
Cause and effect shape our entire reality. Even Magicka has a known source. Mundus exists as a cascading series of actions and outcomes, though sometimes we cannot perceive either. The event within this tangle of fates decouples the two.
What does that mean?
Imagine swinging a blade, but it refuses to slice through the air. or a gua suddenly appearing overhead and falling on a person. Or worse, a town erupting into flames without a single spark being struck. Life would become untenable.
That does sound bad.
Go where I cannot, Proxy.
Oh.
Untangle this
Whoa.
knot of fate.
Oh. Are we gonna have realities encroaching? Are we gonna do that kind of stuff? That could be cool.
Another apparition? Oh, you're real. Please, come in. What can I get you?
Whoa. Yeah, these people in different realities fading in and out. Wait. Oh, I thought that was you again over there.
Yes, please come in. Stay for a while. Just pay no mind to the crack in the sky outside or those shadows. Ignore them and have a drink. All right, I can't ignore them either. It all started when the woman at the table by the fire came in.
I think I know her. Her name is Athelia.
I don't know her from a skeever's arse, and I don't care what her name is. But she's absolutely the cause of my problems. Right after she arrived, the sky changed, and those shadows started roaming my inn. Then she sat by the fire without a word.
She hasn't made any requests?
Not a one. But a good innkeep can guess what a customer needs, and she needs a drink. Something to wake her up. A Skyrim sunrise. I can't leave my patrons with these shadows, though. Could you go to the well and fetch some water? You'll drink free.
Okay.
The well's out back in the courtyard. Bring me a bucket of water, and I'll mix up a Skyrim sunrise. That should get her talking. Then I can ask her to move along and take this strangeness with her. She's scaring my customers.
Did you try asking her to leave?
All good innkeepers know when to leave someone alone and when to chat them up. If not for these shadows floating around, I'd let the woman have her privacy by the fire. Also, there's something about her that frightens me.
Why do you call them shadows?
Can't think of a better word. They're not people, just sort of disturbingly people-shaped. I think they want to speak, but they don't make a sound. They arrived, and the sky cracked exactly when the woman by the fire stepped through the door.
Can you tell me about the sky?
I didn't see the crack at first. The light through the window went dark, which was eerie enough. When I poked my head out to look at the sky, there it was. It might be my imagination, but every time I look up, I swear those cracks get bigger.
Tell me about the Outcast Inn?
Bought the place almost a year ago. It's old Colovian. Late First Era, I'm told. The seller claimed Raymond III slept here, but I don't see how she'd know that. I had big dreams for this place. Don't know if they'll work out now.
What sorts of dreams?
I wanted to turn this establishment into a high-end place known for its most unusual drinks. All for a reasonable cost for the common traveler. I concoct my own recipes from scratch, you know. Everyone deserves a drink made with skill and care.
Why is it called the Outcast Inn?
Almost every innkeep apprenticeship I ever had kicked me out. They said my drink ideas were too complicated. Really hurt at the time. When I could afford to buy my own place, I named it after how I felt back then. Showed them, didn't I?
Did you always want to be an innkeep?
Always. Making drinks is like alchemy. And I like taking care of strangers. I finally found someone who believed in me, Millie. She suggested I buy this place and provided some of the funds. I need to keep this place open. Honor her belief in me.
Whoa, Brynmere seems upset. Why? Do those odd wandering people bother him? Just leave them alone. Maybe they want a drink, huh? Has he tried that?
Weird. Yeah, is it just another reality bleeding through? That's... Oh, I hope it's that. That would be such a cool idea. Oop, that's not how you go. Wait. Do I have to go outside and around? Oh, weird. Wait. Oh, you know what? I bet it's just a case of the quest marker is wrong. And I literally have to go out the back door. Even though it's telling me to go out the front door. There's a lot of that in this DLC, I'm noticing. Oh, they're like... Some of them are fading in and out of reality, like, actually, physically. Mirror plasm. Brynmere. What is this? Mirror worm. Oh, weird. It's like a centipede slug. It's like something you'd see in Elden Ring. Hey, look, this guy. He's real, and now he's not. This lady, same thing with her. Oh, weird.
Mortal, help me. Please. I don't know if you can understand me. My mind is a storm of images and voices and memories. I can see every reality all at once. The many paths. But my grip on this realm keeps slipping. But you... I see that
Oh,
you
I don't like her
are
eyes
real.
are like not good. We spoke at Ellenglen. What brought you here?
We did, didn't we? Then you know my name is Ethelia. I am what mortals call, a Daedric prince. These echoes.
She looks like she's
Some
like
of them,
wall-eyed
by
almost.
accident, I am losing control. The inn. It drew me here. Called to me. I need something it can provide.
You mentioned many paths. What are those?
Possibilities. Probabilities, places where fate takes a different course. Some lead to here, others to there. And a few they lead to... elsewhere.
That's a different chapter.
But this place, it has something I need.
What is it?
A phrase emerges from the storm. Sage's dream. Yes, that's it. A drink, I think. It tastes of belonging. Cohesion. The innkeeper, ask him to make this drink for me. Quickly, before the storm takes me again.
Wow, her animation's really bad.
I remember so little about myself. Why is that? Did someone... Yes. Mora, he did this. But Sage's dream. I know it can help me even as the details slip away. Please, ask the innkeeper. I feel certain he knows something.
Tell me what you remember.
I am Ethelia, the Daedric Prince of Paths, the mistress of the Untraveled Road. I am... confused. Sometimes an event surges into memory. Fear, anger, and resignation erupt all at once. And then I lose my grasp and forget again.
You said the inn drew you to it?
Remembering is a struggle. I cannot extract details from the chaos of converging realities. There is darkness. Then I saw a light in the distance. The light became this inn. It summoned me, but the reason was unclear. Until I recalled Sage's dream.
These echoes, can you tell me about them?
Echoes from other realities.
Oh, right, cool.
My power drew them here, trapped them between this path and their own. They are confused, suffering. Until I gain control of myself, I cannot set them free.
Anything else I should know about the many paths?
I wish to know more myself, but the storm fills my mind. The knowledge of the many paths comes to me in bursts as intuitions. They are possibilities not yet realized. Realities close and distant. If I can calm my mind, maybe I'll understand.
It's weird that a Daedric prince wants an alcoholic beverage, but Sanguine does it, so why not?
Well, at least she's finally talking. That's better than I ever managed. I hope you told her to get out of here. My remaining customers are starting to talk about settling their bill and finding someplace less strange.
She mentioned a drink called Sage's Dream. She wants you to make it for her.
I knew she wanted a drink. But Sage's Dream? Never heard of it. And I've memorized every recipe in every edition of the Innkeeper's Helper. Wait, I just remembered. We might be in luck yet.
What'd you remember?
The previous owner left junk all over the courtyard. I've been sorting through it and noticed a book on obscure and ancient drinks. Maybe it contains a recipe for Sage's Dream. Go back there and find that book.
Okay.
Gilredal's Book of Obscure and Ancient Spirits. That's the book's name. Search around the courtyard behind the inn. Also, try the outbuilding in the far back. I found junk in there, too. Bring me the book, and we'll see if it has the recipe we need.
Any idea why this drink is so important?
Not a clue. Innkeepers get plenty of requests they don't understand. Our job isn't to ask questions. We're here to listen and help customers relax and forget their problems. Though, maybe that's different for this patron.
How so?
Strong drink fogs the mind, right? Makes some pains less sharp. But doesn't her mind seem clouded already? Maybe even stormy? I think she wants a drink that will provide her with some clarity.
I like the voice actor for him. He's a lot different from your typical Nord voice. Ooh, these people are not having a good time. Man, you respawned quick. Well, I was in there a while. Every time I see Crystal Jack, it just makes me think of Candlejack from Freakazoid. You know, with all the shows they keep rebooting and kind of floundering, I would say. I'm surprised Freakazoid hasn't somehow made it onto the list. Old Monk's Diary. Wearing quite a stunning red hat. Huh. Who? That's weird. That book seems to be of a different innkeeper. Open tabs. Second era. Huh. Yeah, these... is the implication that these books have bled in from other realities? Wait. What is this place? It doesn't make... Oh, this is just the back exit. Okay. I would say, is it like a weird impossible geometry thing going on? More mirror worms. There it is. Time Storm. Sage's Dream. The name of this rare drink comes down to us from an ancient journal found within alien ruins. Experts of that long-gone culture speculate that servants kept these journals instead of more educated nobles. Well, surprising, this makes sense when one surveys the contents. Quickly scribbled dinner requests from lords, sketched dinner table layouts, ideas for new beverages can all be found in the pages. The most notable recipe was for the drink Sage's Dream by the author. The description only states, "For our Lord of Fate, the which alien king or queen that refers to has been lost to time. Unfortunately, the ingredients have long gone extinct from Tamriel, which makes reproducing the drink impossible. Substitutions can be made if one wishes a distant approximation." The journal describes the drink's taste as sharp on the tongue when it first enters the mouth, then it mellows into an intoxicating sweetness. Underneath the primary flavor rests a bitterness that rounds out the experience. Recipe: Tyrium weed, 1 stalk, hark fruit juice, loot berries, blend under heat and pressure until Tyrium... What are the chances that those ingredients have not gone extinct in other realities, and oh, that would be an interesting. Hey, that would be a cool business if you could make stuff out of extinct things, or things that just aren't from our world. You'd certainly have a unique menu. Wait, is this another entrance to the... Oh! Someone forgot there was Xander outside. Oh! Oh, right, this place. This is a... If you're farming for furnishing recipes, I think this is one of the places to come.
She hasn't moved once since you left. I tried talking to her, but she only muttered quietly to herself. I'd almost feel bad for her if I wasn't losing sales. Oh, did you find that book on obscure drinks?
Yeah.
An Ayleid drink. Odd. This inn was built on Ayleid ruins. Just a coincidence. Tirum weed, hark fruit juice, loot berries. I've never even heard of these ingredients. I can mimic that flavor profile, though. Just need some substitutions.
What do you need?
I need to think about it. Maybe some frost miriam? Oh, some lotus might work. In the meantime, I need to make some syrup. Go to the cellar and grab some sugar. I'll keep thinking about this until you get back.
Okay.
Reproducing a sage's dream sounds like a fun challenge. It'll certainly take my mind off of what's happening to my inn. You'll find stairs to the cellar in the room behind you. It opens up into an old ruin, but don't mind that.
You've never heard of the ingredients?
Never. I've learned about drinks from across Tamriel, and none of these ingredients sound familiar. But that won't stop me. Maybe we can bring this drink back into popularity.
Your cellar connects to old ruins?
Oh, sure. You'll find these old ruins all across Colovia. The first owner built the inn on top of some. Whoever dug out the cellar broke through into ruins and just left it that way. I use it for storage now.
Okay, that's an interesting choice. Oh, I have to go further down, I guess. Ah. Whoa. What was that about? That's cool. That's a cool concept, that she's just kind of making realities bleed into each other. Hell of a cellar.
Something hides here.
What?
I feel its hatred thick and sour. Perhaps I can call it to us. This horrid relic rose from the ground. I need to talk.
It is the lantern. I forget what the third thing was.
When you left, I was compelled to follow. I saw an image of you entering this chamber, and I knew I had to be here with you. But then this awful lamp appeared, rudely popping out of nowhere. I hate the damned thing!
Why do you hate this lamp?
The storm in my head. Remember? I cannot focus through all the overlapping paths. I think this damned lamp was used against me, but I cannot understand how. Could you pick it up? I wished to examine it, but could not stand holding the horrid thing.
Okay. Why am I helping her? I guess out of necessity. What about that sugar?
Over here. I sense a path that wishes to be explored. Shine the lamp, please.
Lamp of clarity.
I
Ooh.
know this. A doorway to the many paths. Step through and I will follow.
This seems like a bad idea.
My power abandons me here. I will follow if I can.
Ooh. Very ethereal. I'm kind of not fully here either, it seems.
The enemy approaches.
Wait.
They come to imprison my prince.
No, Torvazard. They are...
Is this Athelia from a different reality?
Approach, Pathwalker, and speak with me.
Oh, she's quite large. Weird.
I recognize this place. A mortal Pathwalker. Such a creature is quite rare. And I see you are accompanied by one of my reflections. An Athelia from a different path. You carry something else with you. It feels like hatred. Tell me, why have you come to my reality?
The other Athelia can't control her power. She's a threat to my reality. This lamp led us here.
The Lamp of Clarity. A relic created to hunt me and my unseen. It carries a spark of its creator Azora within. That gives it a bit of awareness. It must know that your Athelia poses a threat. But why lead you to me?
Athelia asked for a drink called Sage's Dream. She thinks it will help bring her clarity.
Ah. Sage's Dream is the mortal name for our connection to the many paths. It manifests as a drink, but is brewed from ingredients infused with my very own essence. Drinking it will reconnect my reflection to the many paths, and stabilize her power.
Where do I get the ingredients?
They bloom in my shadow, or in the shadows of other Athelias. Each path's ingredient is unique. You can find Tiramweed here, but the rest grows in other realities.
Ooh.
Take what you need, Pathwalker. Then you must leave before my fellow princes arrive.
What's going on here, Athelia?
This is my end, Pathwalker. Hermaeus Mora has declared me a threat to reality and comes to imprison me. I am tired of fighting. It is the same on every path I have examined. If this is my fate, so be it. Take my Tiramweed and go with my blessing.
Can I ask you about the many paths?
How strange. A mortal who walks the many paths without understanding them. Between that, keeping company with my reflection, and bearing the Lamp of Clarity, you intrigue me. Very well. Ask your questions.
Can you describe the many paths?
Not in any way your mortal mind would understand. I do not wish to drive you mad. An analogy, perhaps. Picture a diamond that somehow formed around a spiderweb, interweaving lines within a grander, fixed shape. That is the many paths.
Fine, but how do they work?
Possibilities scatter across the Orbis, each defined by distinct choices, with unique outcomes that lead to new realities. The many paths are the web that binds them. Some can traverse these connections, as you have done here.
And you control the many paths.
Control? No. But I have the power to see them, to follow their threads and alter their fates. It is one of the things that Hermaeus Mora respects about me. And the one thing he fears the most.
What's strange about a mortal entering the many paths?
The mortal mind is limited. Intentionally so. Comprehending the many paths should overwhelm you, and actually traversing them should be impossible. I can barely do that. You are unique among your kind. Thus the title I give you, Pathwalker.
Now why do I coincidentally have this power? What do you mean intentionally so?
Mortals are servants, performing tasks to maintain reality. Every field plowed, child born, or war fought, keeps the Orbis stable by design. This fact is kept from them. The slaves should not understand the Master's plan, lest they seek to undo them.
That's a terrible concept. Why did you call the Athelia from my path a reflection?
Each reality bound by the many paths contains a version of an entity, mortal or Daedra. They each differ in some way, but each springs from the same seed. I am no different. She and I are the same, but distorted, like an image in a cracked mirror.
I'm curious about a different topic.
Most mortals quake in fear at my presence. or demand one boon or another. But all you seek is knowledge. Interesting. Ask your questions then, Pathwalker.
Can you tell me anything about the Athelia from my reality?
I suppose so. If she's lost control of her power, then she needs someone to stabilize her. It seems she chose you for this task. The more information you have, then, the better.
Help me understand the Lamp of Clarity's purpose.
Once Hermaeus Mora chose my fate, he recruited other Daedric princes to aid in my capture. Azura answered his call by creating the Lamp of Clarity. Its light exposes my location on a path, or, as you have seen, reveals doorways to the many paths.
Why would it aid me now?
I am as curious as you. Perhaps it does not aid you, but only appears to. Azura's essence may have a purpose of its own, and you are only along to see that purpose fulfilled. I hope you find your answer as you continue your journey.
Can you explain more about the Sage's dream?
The many paths connects all Athelias across all realities. This bond can weaken over time, causing distress to an Athelia. We developed a means to reintegrate called Sage's Dream. It manifests as a drink to consume, but this is only an illusion.
What do you mean?
The ingredients grow in an Athelia's shadow. They form from our essence. We each produce only one ingredient. Mixing these ingredients melds the essences from many Athelias. When imbibed, we take in the power of our reflections.
How will this help the Athelia from my reality?
When she drinks Sage's Dream, she takes in the combined essences of her reflections. She gains their understanding of her power. Your Athelia will reconnect to the many paths and regain control of her power.
Why would an Athelia lose control of her powers?
An extended separation from the many paths, perhaps. Oh, yes, I see it now. Your Athelia already suffered Mora's punishment. Her power was stripped from her when she was locked away. She needs to calm the storm as her power seeks to return to her.
Okay, different topic.
Most mortals quake in fear at my presence.
Okay, why does Hermaeus Mora
demand
see you as a
one
threat?
boon or another. The Prince of Fate foresees a cataclysm approaching. I used my ability to manipulate the many paths to prevent one disaster. But now Mora sees my efforts as the predecessor to something even more terrible. He feels he must imprison me. And I agree.
Why?
Do not fear, mortal. I have a plan. My scions will one day set me free, after I have had sufficient time to figure out how to avert the disaster Mora predicts.
Interesting, interesting, very interesting.
Another Athelia. So powerful and proud. Collect the ingredient and let us go back, mortal.
Okay, this Athelia is pretty nice. Will the others
Here.
be as nice?
I offer you a path home. Take it with my blessing.
Ah,
A new path appears. Use the lamp, mortal.
how about a please?
So much of the path we just walked was familiar to me. The shrine, my scions. I remember it now. When Hermaeus Mora and the others arrived, took my power, locked me away. I had a plan as well, but I do not remember just surrendering like that.
If you didn't surrender, what did you do?
I sent Torvasad and the other scions away. They had to remain hidden, free to act when the time was right. The rest is still unclear. We learned much on that path about the Lamp of Clarity and Sage's Dream.
Remind me of what your reflection said about the Lamp of Clarity.
It was created by the Daedric Prince Azura. She made the relic to find me. One of my powers is to avoid the gaze of other princes, but they found a way around that. The lamp contains a spark of Azora, which reveals these paths to us for some reason.
What did she say about Sage's dream?
Ingredients to create the drink grow in the shadow of all Athelias. The drink blends our essences, connecting us. Each path grows a different ingredient. That must be why I crave one. I need to reconnect with the other Athelias to reclaim my power.
Okay, let's get going.
As am I. Hopefully we learn more as we travel. The last path was clarifying, but I still feel overwhelmed. I am no more in control of myself than I was before. Let us proceed, mortal.
Okay.
Step through. Let us see where this path takes us.
I mean, one of these is bound to be like super violent and scary, right?
Dread fills this path. Find the ingredient, but use caution. We are not welcome here.
Okay. So that one that we just saw was the moment that she was being sealed away, or right before. Maybe this is way before that happened, or actually, if it's different realities, it could be a whole different scenario altogether. But maybe the third one will be well after, like she's broken free and regained her powers. Oh, that was a glitchy.
My Shardborn. They always serve me well.
Is she still hanging out with us, or is she just conveniently there whenever nothing's happening? Oh, there she is.
These shelves were full in our reality. Not ransacked like this. The shrine appears old, decayed.
Oh, maybe this is.
What happened here?
Maybe this is the one that happened way after things. Oh.
Have Mora's forces finally come? Then I'm finished.
Oh, this isn't Athelia that fought back? Oh, so they are all the same moments, but...
No. You do not belong here. But a reflection of the Prince of Paths travels with you. Have you come to revel at my defeat? To watch Hermaeus Mora imprison me? How shameful that I attract a mocking audience. Get on with your gloating then.
I'm not here to gloat. I need a sage's dream so the Athelia of my reality can control her power.
Of course she lost control of her powers. All Athelias are fragile creatures. They break under the slightest pressure. Just like glass. How did you get here if my reflection cannot control her power? How did you walk the many paths?
The Lamp of Clarity.
My Shardborn should gut you. Whether you intend it or not, this humiliates me even more. An item of my ruin born by a reflection who walks free. If it will get you to leave, I have Harkfruit, one of the ingredients for Sage's dream. Take it and go.
Okay, not as friendly as the last one.
Is not a friend to Athelia, Pathwalker. All the relics work to subdue us. If it helps make a Sage's dream, it is not to empower my reflection. No matter. My fate here is sealed, so what do I care? Take your Harkfruit and leave me.
A different reflection of Athelia accepted defeat. You seem not to be taking it so well,
Accepted? All that I am will soon vanish from reality. How could I possibly be comfortable with annihilation? No. I feel dread. Resentment. Anger. And totally ashamed by my obvious weakness.
What brought you to this point?
When word arrived of Hermaeus Mora's plan for me, I crumbled. My followers are loyal, but they couldn't face down the combined might of the other princes. What resistance we presented was quickly crushed. Another testament to my weakness.
What happens now for you and your followers?
Mora's army has surrounded the shrine and will soon pour in. I will have no choice but to let them imprison me. My followers may be locked away as well, or scattered across oblivion. It does not matter anymore. Let them come. This reflection seems resigned to her fate. Quite different from the other. Let us get the ingredient. I saw how to open a doorway. Let us return to the inn's cellar.
Oh, now you can do it? Technically, just being in the presence of all these other ones, shouldn't that kind of restabilize her power?
I sense this is the last path calling to me. Use the lamp here, mortal. Like before, this path stirred up memories. I experienced the same dread before Hermaeus Mora's forces arrived. But I did not collapse like a coward. I commanded my Shardborn to resist, and they obeyed. The struggle, I recall, was epic.
Do you remember more of the events leading to your imprisonment?
I remember the armies of the other princes pounding on the doors to my shrine. My loyal Shardborn readying their weapons. The sounds of unrelenting battle. I recall the princes standing in judgment over me. Then, blackness.
The last Athelia claimed that the Lamp of Clarity wasn't actually helping you.
She is correct. I should not trust Azura's lamp. But it led us to 2 ingredients needed for a sage's dream. And now we have Tiramweed and Hawkfruit. 1 more and we can make the drink. And then I can regain control of my powers.
Okay. Again, this seems like a very bad
Step
idea.
into the many paths once again, mortal. Unbridled anger fills these halls. We have entered a war zone. Find the last ingredient, but be careful.
Dark Reaves? No, the Dark Reaves are Mora's guys. So this one's fully at war. The last one kind of gave up. The first one admitted defeat immediately.
Reality in this path is extremely fragile. It might shatter. Hurry.
Okay. Oh, Mora is encroaching on this one.
I remember this as a place filled with light and joy. This is not that place.
Yeah, these shattered shards. I don't remember. What are the other ones called? Shattered remnants? Why did that thing have a membrane? It's not organic.
Hermaeus Mora consumes this shrine. His response to the savagery of Athelia's defense.
It's weird because you never really see Hermaeus Mora kind of like on the offensive. He's usually very passive about things.
No, you must not bring that reflection any closer. Speak with me and I shall explain.
Oh. Hey, Torvasard. Long time no see, or rather never seen.
Your Athelia, does she not sense it? The Athelia of this path, my prince, has lost herself. She has become the monster that Hermaeus Mora foresaw. If she cannot regain control, this reality is finished. Why does a mortal walk beside an Athelia?
I need to make a sage's dream so my Athelia can control her power.
Then I hope you succeed where I have failed. I tried to get my prince to calm down, but she lashed out at Mora's forces with her full fury. The more she fought, the more lost she became. Perhaps there is still a chance for you. How can I help?
The Lamp of Clarity led us to ingredients. I think the final one is here.
Why would... Oh, I understand. Azura's lamp wants to preserve your reality. By helping your Athelia regain control, she can be safely imprisoned again.
Oh.
The ingredient you need is close by. Loot berries. Hurry and take them before it is too late.
Thanks, Orvazard.
Flee while you can, mortal. Save your own life. Just spare a thought for this doomed path if you survive. I suspect we will not last much longer. I suggest you take the loot berries and run. Good luck.
What did you mean that your Athelia has become the monster Hermaeus Mora first saw?
Athelia is the fate changer, the unweaver. She has power unlike any other Daedric prince. The power to shift existence itself. Mora long suspected that Athelia was dangerous, but full of uncontrollable rage. Reality itself unravels around her.
What then?
The unimaginable. Can you contemplate what happens when reality shreds like parchment beneath a saber cat's claws? Nothing remains when existence ceases to be.
Ugh. Ooh, pretty. She's going supernova.
Mora dares. Damn his eyes! Every one of them!
I'm just gonna take these berries.
He wanted a monster!
We must leave this path before my reflection destroys it.
I guess we're fighting this thing.
Athelia shows uncontrolled rage. It will consume every piece of this reality.
Oh, this thing's so cool, though. It's like which is its real head or its main head. It's really cool.
There you are. Come here. I have an idea about the sage's dream.
Holy lab equipment, Batman. I wonder if you could recreate this with home furnishings.
Did you get lost down here? Yeah, that happens to me sometimes too. That woman is back upstairs, sitting by the fire, so I came looking for you. I think I figured out how to make a sage's dream, even if we don't have the proper ingredients.
No need to improvise, I have the proper ones here.
What? You do? Well, that makes things easier. I'm not sure where you got ingredients that no longer exist, but the good innkeeper knows when not to ask questions. Can you help me make the drink? I'll read from the recipe book while you do the rest.
What should I do?
I turned my alchemy stove into the finest experimental drink maker in Tamriel. You can be the first to try it. For each ingredient, we'll need to get the temperature just right. I'll call out for more or less heat. You turn the appropriate valve.
Okay.
First, place the Tyrum weed in the apparatus. Slowly apply heat to steep the Tyrum weed.
Okay.
No one ever wanted to try one of my experimental drinks before. All they ever ordered was mead or ale. Now I can finally put this apparatus to the test. Just follow along with my instructions. We'll make a great drink.
Okay. Open the valve, maybe?
Needs more heat.
So close the valve. Oh no, open valve to add more heat.
That looks nicely steeped. Next, place the hawk fruit in the apparatus. Apply heat to liquefy the hawk fruit. Again, not too hot.
Okay, so open valve to add heat.
It needs to be hotter. You'll burn the fruit. Reduce the heat. The hawk fruit looks properly reduced. Now add loot berries to the apparatus. You should chill the loot berries without freezing them.
Oh. Open valve to add cold.
It needs to be cooler. It's getting too cold. Don't freeze them. Perfectly chilled. Now to blend the drink. 2 parts steeped tyrumweed and hawkfruit juice for every 1 part of chilled loot berries.
Wait. Say that again?
No one ever wants. That's the exact amount of loot berries we need.
Oh, okay. He'll tell me when I've got enough.
That's the perfect amount of tyrumweed. Don't add any more. Looks like a perfectly blended sage's dream. Pour the finished drink into that carafe. Now, grab the drink and take it to that strange woman. I'll meet you upstairs.
Okay. Long quest just to make a drink.
Sage's dream. Do you have it?
There you go. Not the best glass, but... or it's not there? Oh, there it is. Didn't even open your mouth, but okay. That was dramatic.
Finally. The storm abates and I can clearly see the many paths. I can discern one reality from the next and my mind is clear. I am myself again. I am Athelia, Prince of Paths and Mistress of the Untraveled Road.
What about the echoes and other strange things around the inn?
I shall set things right. The echoes I dragged from disparate paths are free to return to their own realms, and allow me to untangle the threads of fate and restore balance to this reality. I thank you, Pathwalker. And I am jealous of you.
Jealous?
We learned that every Athelia is dangerous. A broken creature that ends up hunted. We cannot change who we are. But mortals,
my shoulder's killing me.
You choose your paths. You don't need the powers of a Daedric prince to alter your fate. I envy this. Goodbye, Pathwalker.
Wait. Oh, okay.
You did it! Oh, that strange woman has left and taken the shadows with her. Ah, time to start running a regular inn again. Maybe I'll add the sage's dream to the menu. Provided I can get some more of those ingredients.
Probably not. You may want to try a replica.
The pain is gone and the threads of fate have untangled. What happened in there, Proxy?
Oh, I may have made things worse. Maybe.
I sense the knot in the threads of fate has untangled, Proxy. This threat to our reality has passed. Should I assume you are responsible? Tell me what occurred within the Outcast Inn.
Athelia was here and her power was out of control. I used the lamp to set things right.
If helping Athelia saved reality, then you made the right choice. But the Lamp of Clarity is a powerful relic.
Oh, was the third relic a mirror? It might have been a mirror.
I would like to take the lamp to Baragon's townhouse for further study. May I have it?
Yeah.
I predicted that the tangled threads of fate were related to Athelia's release. But how could I know she was the direct cause? You have served the one who knows very well in this effort. Here is the reward I promised. I must contact Hermaeus Mora and inform him that Athelia has regained at least some of her power. Do not take this as a slight against you. Helping her saved many lives. It was the correct thing to do.
What will you do with the Lamp of Clarity?
Take it to Skingrad for study. Azura's lamp was designed to hunt down Athelia and her minions. Knowing how best to utilize it must be my next priority. Please find me there when you are able. The Chosen of Fate still has much to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I guess we just head back to town. Whoop. Head back to town. Over here. I hope those guys have different dialogue. I'm not just gonna keep talking about the forest that just sprung up.
Did you hear? The King of Vashabar. He's the leader of the Recollection.
I knew those Vashabar wood elves were to blame for all this.
That's not what I heard. There's even a wood elf and a legionary working with an adventurer to stop the Recollection.
Okay.
You're back.
Where's
Good.
our third
I made some progress with
ally?
the Hope Route map. Let's talk. I'm still deciphering the map from Hope Route. I can't yet make sense of all the notes, but I figure that any location marked on the map must be important to the Recollection. How did your investigations go?
We got 2 relics.
You've been busy, friend. Did you learn anything at Feldergard Keep and the Outcast Inn that might clear up the last nagging questions I've got about the Hope Route map? Tell me what happened.
I met Athelia at the Outcast Inn. I helped her remember herself and acquired the Lamp of Clarity.
You helped Athelia remember herself? Isn't that what the Recollection is trying to do? I suppose you had a good reason, but still.
Oh, my neck just popped. Ooh. Several realities were entangled. Helping Athelia was the least dangerous thing to do.
Entangled realities? A strange tale, friend. That's a problem rather beyond my experience. I'm glad you were there to sort things out. And you recovered a lamp? Sounds like some sort of relic. It might be important.
I fought off Shard Marshal Vargas and got Abolisher.
So, the planned attack on Feldergard Keep was with Daedric forces, not the Recollection? A good thing you were there to help Tribune Alea defend the fortress. And that blade you acquired. Any sword with a name must be important.
What's next?
As I hoped, your account explains these last few marks on the Hope Route map. Not only were the inn and the keep noted, there's another site the Recollection's interested in, an Ayleid ruin called Neriostare. We need to investigate that ruin next.
Where is it?
Neriostare lies in the western Colovian hills. It's rather dilapidated and haunted. I had a harrowing experience there back when I was actively adventuring. Laramil wants to speak with you. Talk to her, then meet me at Neriostare.
You explored there before?
It was a long time ago, friend. Close to 40 years now. I was part of an adventuring company that explored Neriostare's Great Hall in the nearby chambers. We didn't get very far, though.
Why not?
Neriostare was too dangerous for the band I was with. In addition to traps, the Ayleid ruin was full of undead guardians. But the worst obstacles were the collapsed passages and buried doors. The Recollection won't get far without a lot of digging.
Remind me, what's happening in Westweald?
Strange events drew Laramil the Wise to Westweald. Daedric incursions, a great new forest, ringed by a devastated region called the Wildburn, and the appearance of an Ayleid cult known as the Recollection. Laramil asked you to help her investigate.
And what did we discover?
You stopped Shard Marshal Vargas at Rustwall Estate and Feldergard Keep. And at Ostermere, we discovered the Recollection created the New Forest and the Wildburn. That led us to Hope Route, where we unmasked King Nantharian as their leader.
What do the king and Vargas want?
They seek to restore their patron, the once-forgotten Daedric Prince Athelia, to her rightful place of power. But Athelia isn't quite herself since escaping from Hermaeus Mora's prison.
Okay.
Laramil calls you the proxy, or the Chosen of Fate. Apparently, you agreed to help Hermaeus Mora defeat Athelia and preserve reality. When you met her in Ellenglyn and the Outcast Inn, she seemed confused, disoriented. What she wants, I couldn't say.
Okay.
The permutations of fate created a high probability
What's going on in the background?
that you'd... I would like to talk about the relics I heard you describe to Baragon. The Lamp of Clarity and Abolisher are two of the relics once used to defeat and imprison Athelia.
These are the same relics Tovasard hoped would help him find Athelia, aren't they?
Exactly. Abolisher, forged by Boethia to cut a path to Athelia wherever she walks. The Lamp of Clarity, created by Azura to illuminate the many paths. And the Skein of Secrets, woven by Mephala to show where Athelia and the Unseen could be found.
We don't have that one.
No, we do not. Torvasard told us in Mephala's nest that the Skein was lost in an Ayleid vault. Given the Recollection's interest in Neriostere, I think we know which one.
And why are they seeking the relics now?
Torvasard used Abolisher to open the way to Athelia's prison. He knows the relics can be used to return her there, and will do anything to prevent that. These ancient tools may be the keys to saving Westweald, and perhaps all of reality.
You think we can use the relics against Athelia and her servants?
The blade, the lamp, and the skein countered Athelia's power in ancient times. I think they can do so again. You and Baragon are fated to seek the Skein of Secrets in Neriostere. I have my own tasks, and shall find you when it is time to finish this.
You're not coming to Neriostere?
My appointed tasks range far beyond Westweald, Proxy. While you deal with Athelia's servants, Nantharian and Vargas, I seek her first scion, Torvasard, the author of all these troubles. You and I shall cross paths again soon enough.
How exactly do these relics work?
We observed Torvasard using Abolisher to open portals. Creating a portal is not difficult, and I am rather proficient at it myself. But Abolisher appears to do it swiftly, and with great precision. I suspect it can destroy them as well.
And the lamp?
The lamp allows us to gaze into the many paths. Think of that as a halo of possibilities and alternate fates that surrounds our own reality. Things can be real in the many paths that are not real here. We may need it to confront Athelia.
And the Skein?
That remains to be seen, Proxy. We have observed the effects of Abolisher and the lamp firsthand. The Skein, however, has been hidden for thousands of years. I presume its function will become apparent once you recover it.
Okay. Wow, this quest just keeps going. I think I'm going to end it here. Wow, okay, yeah. I'm going to end it here and we'll continue in the next episode. Because we did technically do like 3 quests already. And this one just keeps going, so... next time. But, yeah, that's it for now. So thanks for joining me. Come back, I'll have the next stuff up real soon. But until then... bye.